Hello everyone, I'm Greg Otta with FedScoop TV. Welcome to our IT Modernization Hero Series, and I'm talking with Frank Konieczny, the CTO of the United States Air Force. Frank, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for inviting me.
So to start off, can you share with our viewers a success story of how your agency has made significant headway in modernizing IT?
Sure. We've been actually modernizing IT and moving into a virtualized environment for the last about 4 years.
Okay.
In fact, we've actually moved 400 applications into a virtualized environment at Hill Air Force Base, and we're currently moving lots of them into another virtualized environment in the Europe Theater. So what's happening is we've established a way of moving applications in a standardized way. We've actually opened up an office called the Managed Service Office, which is supposed to be coordinating all those migrations and modernizations of applications. And we're going against a standard set of platforms now as well. So we're actually moving pretty quickly into moving forward into the modernization era. Of course, we have lots of applications left to do.
All right, interesting. So modernization, as I'm sure you're aware, the Obama administration and Tony Scott have been pushing for this $3.1 billion IT modernization fund to help agencies upgrade their systems. What ideas do you have for the Air Force, or what type of systems will be best suited for using this type of fund?
Okay, the problem we have is that we have to do a business case, but it should be based on mission.
Okay.
I mean, the critical mission systems are probably the ones that have to be modernized first because they provide the most bang for the buck. Now, the question becomes, for some of these, we've had them customized to death. And so you have to realize that actually converting them into a modern environment may decrease some of the user capabilities that they're used to. And so we have to look at it from the viewpoint of, okay, is this critical to the enterprise? Should I go ahead with it? Will it affect the user environment now? And is it too difficult to actually do this? So it has to be a trade-off between those two, because you may want to modernize two legacies as opposed to taking one big one.
Okay, so tell me about what your biggest technology challenge you've encountered inside the IT modernization program in the Air Force, and what has to change in order to accelerate it?
Well, it's normal. It's the culture. It's a normal thing. I mean, we're getting along with that pretty good now. A governance structure has to be established to coordinate across the board, because you just can't say, let's all do it. That doesn't work.
Right.
But you have to get automation tools as well. I mean, we're trying to do that as well because we figure that's the only way that we're going to be able to quickly modernize all the applications.
So finally then, there's been significant advances in cloud services, containerization, agile development. How has that changed your outlook or your plans for what's possible over the next 18 months in your IT modernization plans?
As I said, we're talking about tool sets now. We're talking
Right.
about auto-provisioning of applications, because in our environment, we have to develop in a different environment that we actually do production in, because we have to develop an unclassified or a pure environment, and then we have to move it to the unclassified NIPR or SIPR environment. So
Right.
we are auto-provisioning against multiple environments. We also have a core data center environment, we have a cloud computing environment, we have environments at the bases. So we have to provision into 3 environments at least, and in multiple cloud providers. So we're looking at modernizing, the tool set that we have to use for that auto-provisioning, going against the standard set of platform capabilities, so we have consistency across the enterprise, and looking at that as the way that we're going to go for the future.
Very, very interesting. Well, Frank, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks.